In this video, you're going to replace the clutch slave cylinder, which mine is hanging right here. If you watch my last video, you can see that I cut the bolt to take the transmission out of there, and I only did that because I had a comment from a subscriber. His name is Daniel Ramos. He could be Brazilian. That's a Brazilian name anyway. Thank you, Daniel. I was so involved on last video on taking that thing out and put back in that I didn't give you a shout out, but you know, thanks. And that's pretty much what I did. So now we're gonna watch what I did on this video. I just want to make a separate video so you can see how it works. Alright, so I'm replacing my clutch and almost done. You see I'm dirty and stuff, but as part of replacing the clutch, I hung my slave cylinder like this, slam on the clutch, and this blew out of here, which I've never seen. So anyway, I guess this is how it is BMWs, because I heard a friend did the same thing. So what I'm going to do is, I have this container here which already have some of this fluid, and this is the cylinder. When we install, you're gonna see it's super simple. It's just a couple bolts, so I'm gonna show you where it is. This one honestly is leaking all over, so that's why I did like that. So what I'm going to do is turn this like that. You see the pieces. So we have the spring, and this is what was inside the spring, and this here, and a couple more things. But anyway, I'm interested now in taking this nut out of here, and then we should be good to get started. So let me get the wrenches. So here we're gonna get the wrench number 11, and we're gonna take this part out of here. My son is across the road with the neighbors. It's annoyed. There you go. There you go. Mine is all gone already. Funny part is I was drifting, and this is a 7mm, not 8. And I just bought a new one. The new one is 8. I guess they made it easier for people to use it. So alright, so we got that, and this goes right in here, and this goes right in there. So you're going to do the reverse. It's not even very hard, huh? And this goes like this. Yeah, this is on the back. So I'm gonna tighten that there, and since we have this here, we are going to bleed it. So we're gonna open this guy and start bleeding, putting some fluid on top and bleed until it comes out here, so we don't have air in the system. So to bleed the cylinder, we need to have this little tool here, and we have two connections. One is input, and the other one is the output. So what we do is, there's one side which says to pump, which we put the clear hose. If you see here, it says to pump. So this one we put the clean one that doesn't have oil, and we add to the pump right in here. And the other one is the one that's going to go in that part. So here, if you see this here, see this little part out here, it's an 8mm. If you undo this, hang on, oh, okay, if you undo this, it's going to bleed through this little hole. So what we do is we got this hose, put on that little hole, and that's gonna be enough. Okay, this is the whole thing. Pump through here, it sucks air to this guy, sucks air through there, and we are going to start filling this up with the oil. So I'm going to start pouring oil on top, which for the BMW is DOT3. So you open this here. So I have some, I'm going to put a shop towel in here. I don't want this to go anywhere in the car. I think this is actually flammable. So you pour some in there. Alright, battery is about to die, but I am pushing, and you can see down here, let me show you, look at that, it's coming and filling up this here. So this means that whatever I put up there is down here now. And now I'm gonna tighten that down. This is actually bleeding, is like that. You open a little bit and let it drip, which means that it should come down, all the air and stuff. So yep, now we tighten that back. I don't need to tighten the crap out of it. And that's it. So now we are under the car. I removed everything because I needed to. But what you need to do is on the right side, which is the driver's side, it is right in here. So we're gonna get ours that's hanging out there. I'm gonna bring it over and put in there. And you see there are 2 spots for nuts, and that's it. Let's do it. Alright, so it'll be very hard to use one hand, but there's one side, there's a little thing. Do not remove, because that's the thing that actually moves when you press on the clutch. And you put this in there. So when you see this here, and you think that you just touch in there and that's it, no. You gotta try to find a sweet spot and wiggle this baby. It goes inside. You gotta push a little bit until you have room to put one nut in here or on the top. So let's do it. Let me do it and I'll come back. Look at that. So I'm going with the lower one. So that's my clutch work. Alright, it is tight, but you gotta remember, if you have a BMW, the transmission is made out of aluminum, and aluminum, you can't tighten the crap out of it because it strips. So there you go. I just want to make this video real quick because you know, if you don't want to do all the clutch job and all that stuff, that's a very detailed video on how to replace the slave cylinder. But the taking out of there, you saw how I put back in. Taking out is just those 2 bolts and that's it. So I hope you like this video. I hope this helps you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, make some comments if you want to, but don't forget to subscribe. All right, and I will see you in the next video.